Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, there was a question about the days of Noah, because in the last days, it is written in the Bible that it's going to be like the days of Noah. And that's Matthew chapter 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man. So, I had a question, well, what are the days of Noah? So, gotquestions.org, they answered that question. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to give reference scriptures so you can go back and research, research the scriptures. All right. All right. So Genesis 1:26 through 27. As the earth's population exploded in number, it also exploded with evil. Long forgotten was the righteous sacrifice of Abel. Genesis 4:4. As Yahuwah saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Genesis 6:5. Verses 11 and 12 says, Now the earth was corrupt in Yahuwah's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And Yahuwah saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. However, Noah was found favor in the eyes of Yahuwah. Verses 8. When Yahusha described the events that will surround his second coming, he said, Just as in the days of Noah, so will it be in the days of the Son of Man. They were eating and drinking and marrying and being given in marriage until the day when Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Luke 17, verses 26 to 27. Yahusha was pointing out that although the people of Noah's days were totally depraved, they were not the least bit concerned about it. They were carrying on the events of their lives without a single thought of judgment of Yahuwah. Noah is described as a preacher of righteousness, meaning he had spent many years warning his friends and neighbors when the Holy Yahuwah was about to do what the Holy Yahuwah was about to do, but no one listened to him. The depravity and ungodly lifestyles of the entire world at that time were enough to cause Yahuwah to regret he had ever made man. Genesis 6:6. Many scholars believe that part of the need to destroy every human being except Noah and his family was the sin mentioned in Genesis chapter 6, verses 1 through 4. When the Nephilim, afterwards, when the Son of Yahuwah came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. As evil reproduced and overtook the world, the most merciful act Yahuwah could perform was to start over. It is interesting that Yahuwah allowed Noah nearly 100 years to complete the building of the ark. Through all that time, Yahuwah patiently waited. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 20. Scripture seems to imply that Noah preached to the people at that time about what was coming. Hebrews 11, verse 7. They did not believe Noah and were content with their wickedness and idolatry. Their hearts were hard and their ears were dull. No one repented and no one cared to seek Yahuwah. Sounds like what's happening in the world today. Same thing. Yahusha said that the world would be much the same before he returned to set up his early kingdom in Matthew 25, verses 31 to 33. He warned us to be ready because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 4. Give us a clear picture of the state of the world before Yahusha's come, and most likely also describe the world in the state of Noah, the day of Noah. That verse says, but mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, prideful, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of Yahuwah. It will become increasingly obvious of that. To understand that the world was like the days of Noah, we only need to watch the evening news. So a lot of what I just read, that's happening now. You see this all around, like the days of Noah, and Acts 2:17, Yahuwah said he did, he poured out his spirit upon all men and women, and your young men and women will prophesy, preaching the word, and that's happening. I see a lot of the young and the old preaching. Dreams, and people have dreams and visions. These things are happening now in these days, and people just going along. A lot of it's due to people, as it states in Romans, have been given over to the depraved mind, reprobate mind, and some people have been given over to a strong delusion. You know, but it's time to wake up. We are in those days, those last days, and we need to be ready. Be also ready, reading the word, seeking His face, repenting of sin, staying out of wickedness. All right, all right. I love you guys. Yahusha love you too. If you like, comment, like, and share, and stay tuned for the next video.